Well, good morning, Jagender Rana here. The topic for our discussion today is insurance system of aviation sector. Insurance system of aviation sector. The aviation industry consists of almost all aspects of air travel and the activities that help to facilitate it. It includes the entire airlines industry, aircraft manufacturing, research companies, military aviation, flight operations, air traffic, and much more. India is the seventh largest civil aviation market in the world and set to become third largest by the end of this year. The industry has grown significantly over the last 2 decades, and even after getting hit by the pandemic, the industry promises to bounce back to its normal very soon. So there are seven scheduled airlines, four regional airlines, and three cargo airlines in India, with more than 2 dozen charter airlines owning small businesses jet in their fleet. These airlines have 722 aircrafts of all type, narrow and wide body. The number keeps on increasing every year. So the advantages of the sector are that there is robust demand, increasing investments, opportunities in MRO, maintenance, repair and operations, and policy support. Aviation insurance is insurance coverage geared specifically to the operations of aircraft and the risk involved in aviation. The aviation insurance policies are distinctly different from those for other areas of transportation and tend to incorporate aviation terminology as well as terminology limits and clauses specific to aviation insurance. So factors that determine aviation insurance premiums are types of aircraft, value of the aircraft, number of engines in the aircraft, seating capacity of the aircraft, parking slot of the aircraft, and use of the aircraft. Indian insurers have come a long way in developing the market capacity for aviation insurance business, and as such, India's growth story continues. Insurers have kept pace with the growing demand from buyers in India. Today, the Indian market is playing a key role in supporting not only buyers in India but also buyers in the subcontinent, including major support to the SAARC region. So on the airlines front, pricing continues to be driven by leading international market, especially in London, as Indian insurers continue to offload major risks to international companies, mainly in the European subcontinent, with insurance brokers playing a very important role in the entire process. A type of insurance policies offered are public liability insurance, passengers liability insurance, hull all risk, total loss only, in-flight insurance, and liability only. Over the last 10 years, GIC has emerged as one of the largest aviation reinsurer in the international market and is playing a key role in supporting Indian insurers. As far as challenges for the insurers are concerned, aviation as an industry itself is a challenge, let alone the insurance related to it. The industry is so volatile and unpredictable that having a far-sightedness is nothing but being hypothetical. So the market is cruel due to heavy taxes, tough competition, and unprecedented events such as pandemic. So when the industry suffers an economical hit, the insurance takes the collateral. In India, not every general insurance company provides the aviation cover. Therefore, there is a lack of aviation pool. The claims are very rare and happens once in a while. Still, some insurers fears to enter the segment where claims have a potential to bankrupt the entire company. And that is why the insurers who are active in the segment goes for the reinsurance cover. So with excessive insurance market capacity and increased level of competition, the gap between general aviation premiums and claim is narrowing very fast. And it remains to be seen which direction the market will move in the near future. The airline market worldwide is witnessing rate hardening, and airline buyers in India are expected to follow the international trend and treatment of their peers globally. Claim figures of three biggest aviation insurers in India for 2 years reflects that claim paid directly by Bajaj General Insurance Company, HDFC ERGO and New India shows the changes in financial year 20 and 21. So the percentage shows that claims paid direct is 42.9% of Bajaj, minus 61.4% change in HDFC, 154.3% New India. Reinsurance ceded is Bajaj 6.6% only, HDFC minus 59.4%, while New India is 197.1%. Net claim paid is 97.4% of Bajaj, minus 53.8% of HDFC, while 65% of New India. So total claim says 25.1% of Bajaj, 39.1% of HDFC, minus, and minus 38.4% of New India. In fact, this is reflecting that these claim figures of three biggest aviation insurers are frequently changing every year, because reinsurance companies are earning the premium from the aviation insurers, and most of the shares is going to them. So for example, reinsurance accepted in financial year 20 by GIC Re was 1 crore 2,18,839, and in financial year 21 96,28,835 reinsurance accepted by GIC Re. If we talk of net claim paid, it was 81,58,622. But in 21, it was 75,80,103. Total claim incurred were 78,72,111. But in 21, 1 crore 20,16,301. That means the unbridled growth in the aviation sector has come as a bonanza for the insurance sector. Thanks to the capacity addition and the entry of new aviation players, a host of insurance companies are eyeing this growing market to offer insurance cover to new planes that are being brought to India. India is expected to become third largest civil aviation by the end of this year. The insurers and reinsurers need to improve their strategies and diversity of their product offerings. Though India's contribution to the total global insurance premium paid by airlines, which stand to $5.86 billion, is minuscule, the growth in aviation premium payout is highest in China, followed by India. So the aviation sector is enlarging its scope and scalability and therefore the entry of the more number of insurers is must to balance the growing market. Thank you.